Hi guys, this is Lada from Astrolada.com, and before I start with the monthly horoscopes for July, I want to make a short announcement that I will be doing a webinar for just £20, I think it's about $28, on the 14th of July, and this webinar will be about Jupiter going into Libra. And anyone who subscribes at the end of the seminar, at the end of the webinar, I'm going to be looking at their personal charts and discussing how it's going to affect them personally, and I'm going to go through all the signs. I'm going to go through the specifics that you're not going to get anywhere on any video online. So subscribe. You can subscribe for this webinar at astroladawebinar@gmail.com. I'll put the email here, and I'll give you all the details how to log in. And if you're not able to log in on the appropriate day, on the 14th of July, when the webinar is on Thursday, the day of Jupiter, of course, because we're talking about Jupiter, you'll get a free recording, and you can send your chart details as well to look at them quickly. And I have another announcement. I'm looking for new psychics, astrologers, and tarot card or angel card readers who want to partner with me on Astrolada.com and who want to work together with me. And yes, if you're interested in such job opportunities, again, write to me at astroladawebinar@gmail.com. Hi Libra, this is your July 2016 horoscope with me, Lada from Astrolada.com. For everyone who has their ascendant, sun or moon in Libra, make sure you check at least your ascendant sign. Everyone checks just their sun sign. Women should check their moon sign because women are more tuned to the moon most often. And what happens if you're Libra, sun, moon or ascendant in July? We have great news. Mars is turning direct. And Mars is turning direct in your second house. For the last 2-3 months, it was in your second house of finances, and it probably destabilized them in some way. Maybe you had some extra expenses. Maybe some of you had to change jobs, or lost some sort of income of some sort, or they had to restructure or really be careful with their finances because of extra expenses or because some shifts and changes that are happening. And maybe you were working very hard on some project which is supposed to bring you more financial remuneration into the future. And now when Mars starts moving direct, you can start seeing the results of those extra efforts. And they're connected to your financial situation, they're connected to your material assets as well. If some of you lost material assets, now when Mars starts moving direct, you can find new opportunities to make up for them. Or you can find, if you have some financial plans, you can start acting on them. Or if you've been rebudgeting or planning a different budget and having to restructure your finances and assets and possessions and change them in some way over the last few months, now when Mars starts moving direct, it will allow you to see the good results of those things that you did with more extra effort while Mars was retrograde. Or it will also allow you to find new resources, or to start acting on new resources of income of some sort. You can become more initiative in regards to that, and they will start giving results. And your financial situation starts gradually from July to improve. Good news, isn't it? Okay, Mars also rules your 7th house, Libra. So if there was some complications of relationship situation, if there was something that is quite stressful, that it was about relationships, some changes there, maybe sometimes conflicts with others, business partners or personal partners, one-to-one relationships with others. When Mars starts moving direct, this area of your life also gets released to move ahead and to progress with new projects. Or if you've been working hard on a project together with another person in a partnership, now you can start seeing the results of those hard work from July onwards gradually. Or if you've been having, as I said, some conflicts, they can start getting resolved. Or even court cases, when Mars, the planet of your 7th house, starts moving direct, it can start taking shape. It can start giving results and not being stagnant or not being so intense and complicated. Or if something in regards to your relationship was not going well, now there will be a resolution gradually through July into August onwards. Okay, and now there is another important combination happening in the sky. This is Saturn square Neptune. The next time it will happen will be more than 7-8 years from now. This is a very rare transit, and it's active for 4 months, June, July, August, September. And maybe some of you already felt it from last year when it happened once more faster within a month or two, but now it's the really more intense time, and it's the last time it's happening. It's lasting 4 months, so I'm almost giving you a prediction for 4 months now, Libras. So let's see what it is about. Saturn is in Sagittarius, which is your third house, Libras, and Neptune is in Pisces, which is your sixth house, Libras. So how is it that gonna work? Neptune wants you, sending an aspect to Saturn, to kind of undermine or to remove certain boundaries that you've been placing yourself in, limitations in regards to communications, in regards to learning new skills. If you've been fearful or had rigidity in regards to learning new skills, which is the third house where Saturn is, or if you've kind of had blocking circumstances in regards to moving ahead with learning new skills, well, Neptune now can dissolve those boundaries. Or Neptune, or if there were some boundaries in communications with others, Neptune can undermine them, but in a way that it dissolves them and removes those shackles. If there was, so it can allow you to start maybe believing more in acquiring new skills and not feeling tied up to serving old skills only. A third house is also communications and information, and Neptune can bring some blurry information though, because Saturn is very structured, is very organized, is very realistic. But Neptune aspecting it, you might be getting like some mixed signals and information that might not be so fully clear, that might be a bit ambivalent. So beware if you're signing contracts, if you're having prolonged communications, make sure that you are clear, because Neptune with the hard aspect to Saturn can create some misunderstanding in communications with others over the next 3 months, and also some wooliness. So even people making promises to your people, telling you things and giving you some information, make sure you check your facts, because Neptune from the making the square aspect can wish-wash it, can make it all this woolly on, or you yourself. Make sure that you don't give wrong information purposefully to others, or it might be by mistake, you know, wrong information for documents and stuff. Like if you're signing documents, if you're doing some third house activity like working on a project, managing a project, writing, speaking, communicating in media in some way, then make sure that you have the dots crossed and the I's, no, the I is dotted and the T is crossed, as they say, so there are not some mistakes. But if you're working on managing some creative projects, Neptune can help, because Neptune is a more creative planet, something in art, in drama, in film, in fashion, you know. But still, you know, Neptune can remove those old structures of the working process, remove those old structures of the mind, which is Saturn, and how you think and how you logically think, you know. This is the third house where Saturn is, and Neptune can make your mind more creative. That's a positive side of it. But by the end of this, and also there might be some miscommunications with people from your everyday environment, which is co-mates, workmates, teammates, schoolmates, brothers and sisters, the third house, siblings and relatives. So if there are some miscommunications, you know, again, this is possible when Neptune is making a hard aspect to Saturn. But the ultimate purpose of this aspect is that Neptune wants to remove certain boundaries and rigid structures that you have in regards to those relationships, those established relationships. And Neptune can even dissolve some of those relationships which are no longer productive for you, which are too binding, too rigid, with such teammates, co-mates, siblings, you know. So it wants to liberate you in regards to such binding relationships, or in regards to how you're doing such relationships. It doesn't have to remove those relationships from your life, but it at least can, you know, remove how you believe such relationships should be maintained, and what you are willing to open yourself to from such relationships. At the same time, Saturn will make a hard aspect to Neptune in your sixth house of daily routines and health. So if you've been too like permissive, because Neptune is very permissive in regards to what you eat, what time you wake up, how you structure your day, maybe if there was more chaos in your daily environment, because the sixth house is order, it's efficiency. If there was not enough efficiency with Neptune there, if there was more, you know, kind of wasting time on tasks that are not of superior importance, Saturn will demand from you that you put more structure in your daily routines, in your everyday duties and responsibilities. Saturn will require you to put boundaries. Saturn will do the opposite towards your sixth house when Neptune is. Boundaries, structures, become more efficient, plan your day more, So for you, you know, Libras, it's good to start planning to organize your health routines as well, because the sixth house is the health. And that can be amazing because it's great for Saturn to structure that area of our life, because this is exactly where we need Saturn, in the sixth house, you know. Well, but for now, for many years, you've been having Neptune there, so maybe you lost track of order a little bit, lost track of healthy routines and habits. And Saturn already started from last year doing that aspect once, so it continues, and now will be the most intense, where you can put more order, more health, and might be even pushed from outer circumstances. Like a boss might say, oh, you're doing the job slower, do it faster, I want it 2 times faster done. Or your health might start giving up, and you're like, okay, I need to get myself in hand. Saturn requires you to put order there and self-discipline, and the final results will be more boundaries, more structure, more self-discipline, and more organization, and more health, hopefully, if you implement those new demands of Saturn, those demands for health, for more self-discipline. Anyway, that's the overall Neptune square Saturn aspect for you Libras. And now let's see where the fast-moving planets are for us, for you Libras. They're moving in your 10th house of career till around the middle of July, even till the 20th of July, I would say. And it means that there'll be a lot more focus on your career and your social status. So this can be a time of renewing of your career, renewing your goals and purposes in regards to your career. And there might be increased communication with authority figures, dealing with authorities in some way, which is the 10th house. And they are only benefic planets there in your 10th house. This is Venus, Mercury, the Sun. So they're all kind of, at first they energize, revitalize your career and goals for your career. And they can give you new ideas in that direction. And those of you who are looking for a job, they might find, for example, one. Or those of you who are looking to improve their career in some way, they can get start new projects. So it's good time for initiating such new beginnings in regards to your career. You'll be helped, and Venus will make you communicate with authority figures with more charm, more diplomacy. Mercury will make you very good. If you have anyone who is in a career which is Venus or Mercury root, can benefit a lot, because the 10th house is naturally career. What are the moon and what are the Venus and Mercury careers? Mercury is everything to do with media, managing, communication, information, skills, administrative work. Venus is anything to do with fashion, art, beauty, music, the more creative side, the more artistic and beautifying side of businesses. So you have the green light, things will get busy, you can have new projects, new inspirations. You're welcome to take initiative there. So thank you so much, Libra. This is Lada from Astrolada.com. Subscribe to my channel and follow me on Facebook, where my page is called Astrolada. I give free readings with me. I introduce new psychics and new readings. I give lots of testimonials. You can win free readings with one of the psychics. And we do tarot card readings, power hour, where we answer everyone with one card to your questions. So follow me there for more updates and for my upcoming classes and seminars. Thank you.